Ahoy mate, we've got some intel to share on U-BOOT the board game. The innovative board game will submerge in 2023 after staying under the radar for quite a long time. Get ready to man your battle stations, it's time to deep dive into U-BOOT the board game. Let's quit the Navy lingo and let me reintroduce U-BOOT the board game first. U-BOOT is a real-time tabletop game of World War II submarine warfare. The game invites 1 to 4 players to assume the roles of captain, first officer, navigator and chief engineer. The roles are very asymmetrical. The captain leads the group, the first officer will run the app, the navigator will keep track of your position and the enemies on the map, and finally the chief engineer will perform maintenance tasks and repairs. Players will need to work together to beat the opponents managed by the app. The app offers 8 different missions that can be played separately or in an interlinked campaign mode. And before starting the mission, you can set the difficulty level per player, which is very helpful to let less experienced players join a veteran crew. The first mission starts off pretty simple to get players acquainted with the game and its mechanics. Your crew needs to embark on a combat patrol mission and you can choose between different enemies on the map to get some target practice. The game runs in real time and has a day and night cycle, but battles occur in real time. When you're in transit, you can fast forward time until something happens on the submarine and you will get notified by the app. Battles form the most challenging part of the game, but navigating, maintenance and organizing the staff requires some planning too. Players need to prioritize different tasks which are presented by the app. Due to the limited amount of action points, players need to optimize their actions, but also bank some action points for potential battles to come. The components in U-BOOT are worth mentioning too. At best they seem okay. The foldable cardboard submarine definitely has some table presence, but the cardboard wears out pretty easily. And the miniatures are pretty fragile too. The app runs well, but could have been designed a little more intuitively. In the heat of the moment, it is kind of a downer when you realize you did not prepare your torpedoes properly and you are out of action points already, and firing different guns definitely requires some target practice before you get the hang of it. U-BOOT the board game is one of the few games that succeeds to organically integrate an app into a board game. In this game, the app doesn't feel like a gimmick. It is a substantial part of the gameplay and it creates a unique kind of pressure on the players. U-BOOT the board game is a difficult game to play and some players may cave in during the most stressful situations. But the game offers a rare and extraordinary experience that will overrule the game's flaws. So the great experience that the game has to offer is the main reason that I'm excited to share some news on this game. Phallanx Games has announced they are investigating if they will reprint the game. The original campaign ran on Kickstarter in January 2018 and got delivered to backers in the middle of 2019. Currently, U-BOOT the board game is sold out and out of print, so the possible reprint is good news for those who missed out the game. In the February update on Kickstarter, Phallanx Games wrote they are figuring out what to do and that they already had plans last year to relaunch the board game. Phallanx Games announced they are working on an app update. It is still work in progress and there is still time to share your ideas with Phallanx Games and the app developers by leaving a comment on their Facebook page. But the fact they are working on an update emphasizes the fact they are still investing in U-BOOT, the IP. And good businessmanship dictates you will not invest in something without a reason, right? The last part of the news on U-BOOT, the board game, is that there will be a digitized version released somewhere in the middle of this year. The digitized game will come to Steam and it can already be found in the store. The price and the exact release date are still unknown, but we definitely consider buying the game to practice our skills and gain more experience. So that's it for now. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and do leave a comment if you'd like us to cover the video game or if you want to have a full-fledged review on the board game. 1D6 salutes all sailors out there and we'll see you in the next video.